It's not always going to be a pretty journey. Y'all like that new intro? Welcome back to Tiffany TV. If you are new here, I am Tiffany Laibhen, the host of Tiffany TV. On the heels of Curl Fest, one of the major things that I heard from many of my followers were that they are starting their journey. They feel like their hair is remaining unhealthy, nothing's changing. This video is all about what I wish someone told me when I started my journey. Number one, damaged hair cannot be reverted. Now, if you want to transition, that's fine. That's what I did. I was wearing wash and goes with semi-damaged hair for like 2 years before all of my old damaged hair was cut off. So that's fine. Just know that that hair will never revert back to being fully healthy. Fully healthy hair can be straightened in a healthy manner and not completely be damaged. You can do rod sets, you can do protective styles, but if you're keeping your damaged hair, just know that at some point you have to cut that off. In order to see it fully healthy and fully bouncy and see your full potential of your curls, you have to cut the damaged hair off. Number two, straightening can do just as much damage as perming. Here are my comparison pictures. I remember seeing people's permed hair that looked like my heat damaged hair. I was straightening way too much to the point where when I wet my hair, it was curling, but it was like this wavy thing. I think people think that perming is the only way that you can really damage your hair. Like that's the end all be all, but heat can strip you of your texture. And that leads me into number three. The word natural is different to everybody, and you can have your own definition of what that means. At one point, going natural just meant you stopped perming. People used to think that perming was the only way that you could permanently damage your hair. Straightening can also damage your hair, and I think as we realized that going along, going natural for me was not straightening my hair as much and not damaging it. Deciding to be 95% natural most of the time and put heat on my hair once in a while. If going natural means just stop perming so that you're not taking in chemicals and that's what you mean, that's perfectly fine. But if you are trying to revert to curly hair, if you are trying to see what your natural texture is, straightening on a regular basis is just as bad as perming. Everybody has their own definition and that's fine. It is not, I repeat, it is not a pretty journey. The beginning, you're really excited and you're taking on this new thing and you're watching all these YouTubers and influencers or women just in your life who have gone natural and you see the successes and it's like, yes, I can't wait. But if you are anything like me, where you were addicted to straightening and you were used to having super sleek hair and you just were not used to the natural look, it was a shock for me. That was my look. I was the girl with long straight hair, and as shallow as it might seem to somebody, as I was going through those awkward phases of like stringy pieces and like frizzy hair that wasn't reacting to products, failed protective styles, it was challenging me as a woman and my confidence and my beauty and how I felt, and it really made me look at myself and have to start reevaluating some things. So it's not always going to be a pretty journey. If you are consistently watching my videos or any other YouTuber who posts about their journey, I want you to go back into their old videos where they are talking about the beginning of their journey. Watch those videos. Realize that we all started somewhere. It's amazing if someone has been natural their whole life. That's beautiful. But most of us are coming from believing we had to straighten our hair and we had to perm our hair and we had to look this certain way. I want you to look at those and I want you to gain inspiration from that. So I'm saying that to say, stick to it, but know that it will get hard. And know that in those moments when you feel like, oh my God, I want to turn back, I don't know what I'm doing, it looks horrible, we all have been there. In 6 months, it's not going to change completely. Again, it took me 2 years after going natural to cut all that damage off and to really see all healthy hair on my head. See it through. You got this. Your journey will not look like anybody else's journey. Your genetics, your damage on your head, whether you permed, whether you straightened, whether you just got a really bad blowout at the Dominican salon, every little thing is gonna play into how your journey goes. If you do the big chop, then obviously you're going to see faster results. If you are transitioning and you are cutting slowly, it's gonna take you a little longer. The kinkier our hair is, the easier it is to break off. Don't look at someone else's journey and expect it to go exactly the same way. Understand that there's gonna be some differences. Even if you find someone with exact hair as yours, understand there's gonna be some things you have to kind of fill in for and figure out on your own, but There are so many YouTubers and so many influencers. Go through their YouTube page and I'm sure you'll find an answer to what you're looking for. That leads me into the next one. Try and find someone with as similar hair as you as possible. When I was really transitioning, I was watching a lot of Natural Nieces videos, Juju's videos, Happy Curl, Happy Girl videos. The reason I was doing that is because we all have very similar hair patterns. I tried to follow them and follow what they would do and follow their regimen. Find someone with the closest pattern to your hair as possible. Those are probably the products that are gonna work for you. You can probably mimic exactly what they did from beginning to now to try and get healthier hair. I have a lot of people who look at my hair, people who know me, people who don't know me, and they're just like,
oh please, like your hair is so easy to manage. Oh, you're Puerto Rican, you just have good hair.
I know, and anybody around me and anybody who has watched my journey knows how hard I worked to get to where I am right now. There's people that come that don't have hair like me and that look at my journey and then become discouraged, or then say it can't be for them because they're looking at my hair texture and my hair texture is different from theirs. I've seen women of all textures learn how to manage their hair. It takes patience though, and it takes dedication. I see so many of my friends on Instagram that can literally part their hair in two and rake product through here and rake product through here, and then they diffuse and they're basically done. That's beautiful for them. That is not how it goes for me. If I looked at them only, yes, I'd absolutely be discouraged and I'd be like, I cannot do it. So you have to look at someone who has something similar to you to figure out how it can work for you, girl. All in all, we've all been there, feeling not so beautiful in the moment and having to reevaluate. It's okay. It's okay. Go through that. Go through it though. Don't go back. It's not worth it. You started this journey for a reason. You gotta see it through. You will get to the other side. I promise you. We all have a beautiful natural head of hair, and there are thousands of lines now that cater to each type of different hair. I hope that it brings some comfort in knowing that we've all been there and that you're going to get through it, and that damaged hair is not the end all be all. Those healthy curls are coming. Thank you again for joining me on Tiffany TV, and until next time guys, keep living in love, in light, and in your truth. Mwah. Adios.